The brain has a kind of a grain to it. It has a way that it operates that is natural and for a purpose. Could you call it survival or whatever? And the grain that we have is that we learn by observing other people. That goes back millions of years when we first learned how to make a tool. So some of our ancestors were able to carve a knife out of a stone. And then by the time they were 45, they're dead because nobody lived that long, and the skill was gone. And that's what happens to a lot of animals. The skill never gets anywhere past that. We had to pass along a skill. How did we learn that? By watching, by imitating. We looked at that person, we saw him scraping in a certain direction, our mirror neurons went into action, and we were able to imitate and develop the skill so skills could be passed on and we humans could survive. We never would have happened. That's how the brain works. It looks at other people in real time, sees how they do something, picks up the mood of that person, picks up things that you can't put into words, and learns from it. That's the grain of the brain, pardon the rhyming there. You want to work with what the brain naturally has. You want to, plug into that kind of power. And that's the power of a mentor. It can't be virtual because we humans weren't built for virtuality. We were built for picking up the moods and emotions and to actually watch that master in real time and see it. If you want to learn how to do a great tennis swing, serve, you have to watch over and over again, not on your video screen. You have to see everything in real time. So we are built to learn from other people by imitating them, by picking up their moods, by interacting with them. So it's extremely, extremely powerful, right? And it used to be a part of any apprenticeship in the old world. You wanted to learn a craft, you had to learn it from a master. You wanted to become a great musician, you had to do an apprenticeship under a master. We fetishize Mozart, who was creating music at the age of 5, but his father was a great musician and his father schooled him. He was his mentor. You need a mentor in life so that the knowledge of somebody else, their experience, the mistakes they've made, the things they have learned, become your knowledge. And then you can surpass them. And then you can kill the teacher, as the Spanish expression goes. You want to become the master and then kill him and become your own master. So we live in a culture where people don't respect authority, where people think, I can just do it myself, man. I can just get on the internet. I can learn what I need to have. I don't need to go out there and find, but it's basically your laziness and your fear of confronting someone who really knows their field as opposed to you who knows shit, right? It's really your fear that's speaking, not your pomposity and your superiority. To be able to put yourself in the hands of a mentor requires some humility, to realize I'm inferior, I need the knowledge of somebody superior. So I want to excite you by this idea. I want you to work with the grain of the brain, and work with what's natural and delve into this extremely powerful element in human nature and how we learn. And then in the book, I describe strategies for how to find a right mentor, how it's like a second parent. You didn't get to choose your father or mother, sometimes unfortunately, but you get to choose this second father or mother. And they have to complement you, and they have to be a person that you would like to be. On and on and on. It's an emotional relationship. It's a very rewarding emotional relationship. Everybody wants shortcut. They want that app that's going to get them to mastery in like 2 years. There's no such thing. It'll take 7 years. It'll take 10 years or whatever. But a good mentor can speed up the process because there's a thing known in the science called deliberate practice. When we practice our skills to become great, we tend to only practice those skills that we're already good at. So it creates a lopsided skill. And there are things that we're not good at. And deliberate practice means practicing those things that you're not good at. And only a master or a mentor can see what you're not good at. They can say, Robert, you need to start working on this kind of writing because that's the worst part of you. They can say, don't go down that avenue. Don't write that book because that's going to waste time. They're going to save you from wasting time. So instead of 10 years with a good mentor, maybe it'll take 7 years or something like that.